Hello and welcome to KraftsbyKatelyn. In this video, I'm taking some not so cute vines from the Goodwill and turning them into some really pretty farmhouse decor. I have a tiny touch of fall in this video, and fall videos might be coming soon, I hope. So make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and make sure you are subscribed, and make sure that you do hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the fall DIYs that are coming your way very soon. So now let's get on into turning some trash into some really cute farmhouse decor. So for the first project I'm going to be making over today, I picked up this light little basket and I don't like the color of it, and this is something I typically would not have purchased for myself. I just kind of wanted to go out of my comfort zone for this video and pick out things that was kind of challenging to make over, and this is just one of the really most inexpensive items that I did find. I think it was around $1. I couldn't find a price tag on it and I couldn't find my receipt, but I do think that I paid around $1, maybe 99 cents for this, and I just thought it would be fun to take something that I did not know what to do with and bring it home and just see what I could put together. So I hated the color of it, so the first thing I'm going to do is try to darken it up so it will go with some more of my farmhouse decor, and I'm going to use this truffle paint, and this paint had got kind of old anyways, but I thought that it would be fun to try to make a little DIY stain, and I just use the paint and then mix a little bit of water in it, and it really thins the paint down. Like I say, this paint was getting old anyways. Sometimes my kids touch it or I forget to put the lid on it and it gets really thick and it's really hard to use. So I just thinned it down with this, and then I was able to paint it directly on my basket. After I got started, I wished so bad that I would have just spray painted this. It was kind of hard to get down into the cracks. If I wouldn't have added the water and it wasn't runny and it wouldn't have leaked down in the little places that I couldn't reach, I wouldn't have been able to do this. So I do recommend definitely using the watered down paint, or maybe even better by spray painting it. So you can tell what a huge difference just this paint made. It darkened it up. I just did not like the color before at all, and but I did want it to still look kind of rustic and distressed. Every time my little girl sees me sanding on things, she's like, "Mom, why do you want everything to look old?" I think that's so funny. But I'm really liking how this makes it look so rustic just by rubbing the sandpaper. It really didn't take a lot of effort. I just rubbed it down in one direction, and it took a lot of that first coat off. And it took the paint off in all of the top areas, and I just love the way that it is looking. It looks so much better already than it did before. Like I said, I really wanted to go out on a limb here, so you all know that I love the black and white checked, this buffalo print. So I found this shirt at Goodwill. It was a couple dollars, and I just thought it would be so fun to add into this basket and just be able to repurpose it. I also picked up some pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I love these little white ones, and I love the texture on the outside where it looks like it has been like chiseled out, and it's so pretty, but the orange just really was clashing with everything, and I didn't want such a bright color, so I thought it would be kind of fun to paint it this moss green. This is also in the Waverly chalk paint, and it's this beautiful subtle green color. I have been seeing this green in the fall decor everywhere, and I've just been loving it. Dollar Tree does have this color green pumpkins in like the ceramic ones, but I just really liked this texture pumpkin and thought it would be really pretty, this color green. I'll admit I wasn't crazy over what it was looking like at first, but after I was putting it together, I really thought that it was coming together really pretty, and I do like the overall look of it. It definitely goes with my farmhouse decor and kind of the aesthetic I'm going for with my fall. This year I'm using a lot of the black and white buffalo check, and then I want to put some of that green, and then I'll definitely have a lot of the white in for my farmhouse. And then I had these little burlap leaves that I just tucked in the side so it would like kind of calm down the buffalo check a little bit around my pumpkins. But I honestly think that it turned out pretty cute, a lot better than I could have even imagined using an old ugly basket like this. Personally, I think this turned out really cute, and I think it would be so pretty sitting at the end of a fireplace or at the edge of the fireplace, and I am excited to start getting out all of my fall decor. So let me know in the comments down below. I want your honest opinion. This is craft number 1. Is it trash to treasure, or is it still trash? Let me know. So the next thing that I found at the Goodwill was this like iron clock. I think that's what it's called. But it has a really nice structure about it. Somebody had hot glued these kind of ugly, no offense, flowers on this clock. I wasn't crazy about it. I did pay $4.99 for it. I didn't even think to test to see if it worked. So whenever I started this DIY, I was kind of holding my breath that this did work, that the clock still worked. So I did go ahead and change the battery and make sure that it did hold time. And so far, all good. It seems like it is keeping time and working properly. So, I thought that it would be so disappointing if I took the time to completely redo this clock and then it started losing time or didn't work right. But anyway, so far so good. I'll keep watching that. I debated really hard whether I was going to paint this white or gray. I found this new gray color. I don't think it's new, it's just new to me. I don't use this. It's called Steel. I don't use it a lot, or I've never used it. I always used elephant color in chalk paint. So it's kind of like this happy medium. It's like a lighter gray than the elephant chalk paint. So I thought it would be fun to paint that. And I tried not to get it too thick on my paintbrush so it wouldn't drip underneath and cause big drip places. And I tried to be careful around the clock. I didn't care enough to tape it off because the paint is easily removed from all glass or plastic like that. And then if you watch my channel at all, you know that I can't leave anything a solid color. I definitely wanted to add a little bit of dry brushing on that. So I picked the elephant color chalk paint, which is quite a bit darker, and I just thought it looked really neat putting the different shades of gray. I am struggling with this paintbrush. It is like shedding everywhere. I don't remember where these came from. This was just an old one that I hadn't used before. I just had it laying around for a long time, but it was shedding all over this clock and I kept having to pick out little brush hairs everywhere. So it was so annoying, so I ended up throwing this one out as soon as I got done. So whenever I was removing the paint from the clock, it was removing the paint around the clock, exposing the underneath darker color, and I just thought that it looked really good. It made it add even more rustic look to it. So I thought this looked so pretty, so I ended up just going ahead and wet distressing a little bit around it. And it just let that darker color show through and it looked a lot more old and weathered, and I just loved it. I'm so excited. This honestly was something that was trash to treasure, removing all of those roses and ugly greenery and getting rid of that red and copper color. I just think it is so pretty and it matches my farmhouse perfect. I kind of worried that the little clock face was a little bit yellow tinted, but actually I kind of like it after I added this greenery because it does have a few little yellow tints in it. But I picked up this artificial greenery from Walmart, and I just picked off a few leaves that I really liked, the ones that looked really realistic. This floral stem actually had several different kinds of the greenery in it, and then I picked off a little bit of the berries. And whoever did hot glue down those roses on here, so sorry I made fun and I didn't like it, but you kind of inspired me to add my own greenery to the bottom of this clock, so I thought it was really neat anyways and kind of worked out. I had never seen greenery glued to the bottom of a clock, but I just thought it was kind of cute after I got it on there. And then I put the one with the little berries on it in the center. I get so excited to rush and put this clock up on my fireplace. I just think it turned out so pretty. If I would have bought this from the store, it would have been really expensive, way more than $5. So it was just fun finding something and getting to paint it, because that was super simple, just to paint it and hot glue a couple little greenery pieces to it, and it completely gave it a nice makeover. I just set this on my fireplace with all of my other decor, and I thought it looked really pretty and the color went really well even against my walls. It was like a darker gray, but I'll definitely give this one a thumbs up. I absolutely love how it turned out. So the last project I have for you today is this super simple little basket. I didn't do a ton to it. I traded out the flowers. I was going to paint the basket itself, but I actually ended up liking this darker tone with a little metallic on it. These were so dusty and old, and I did not like the orange tone flowers. I am badly allergic to dust, so I was like holding my breath getting those old flowers out. So I ended up wiping down my basket, and this was something that I overlooked a couple times. We had actually walked through the store, made a couple trips over these aisles, and I just didn't pick it up. It's just not something that I originally went for. But then whenever I kept looking, the wire actually reminded me kind of like the farmhouse chicken wire everywhere, and I thought it looked really cute. And I actually like that dark little brown paper, so I decided to leave that in the basket. And then I just picked up a variety of flowers from Dollar Tree that I wanted to use in here. I think that these cream colored mums are my absolute favorite. I also like this little grass for fall. I thought that that was really pretty. And then I'm also going to be using some of the burlap sunflowers. So I wanted to be able to decide exactly where I wanted each little stem and flower to go to create a beautiful little fall bouquet. So the first thing I did was take my wire cutters and completely remove all of the flowers from their stems so they could be separated and I could evenly put them around the basket. Even though this is like a super simple DIY and I didn't do a ton of things to it, I still think that this was a really pretty upgrade, and taking something that I didn't really care for and turning it into something pretty that I can set around. I think this will add the perfect little touch of fall. It'll incorporate all those warm tones yet have a lot of white and go with some of my farmhouse decor. So I think it's a trash to treasure. Let me know your opinion down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know some things that you look for at Goodwill. I honestly have thrifted items before thrifting was even a cool thing. So I've had a lot of practice at it. Let me know if you enjoy seeing this type of video, or if you prefer the Dollar Tree items, which one is easier. Do you like to see videos on items that you know that you can, well, you don't know at Dollar Tree. They don't always have things, but you pretty much know that you could go to a store and find those items. Or do you like seeing me take items like special finds and turn that into new things just to inspire you to find your own things? So like I say, I've shopped Goodwill forever. I have always used thrifted or garage sale items, so this is really fun for me and I just enjoy doing it. So if you enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!